Look, last night took a L, but tonight I bounce back. Wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks. Knew that ass was real. Good morning, you know who it is. It's your boy Tay Wiz reporting live from the man cave. You know, I played that Big Sean bounce back because a lot of teams bounce back in their playoff series. Some teams took the negative route of bouncing. So some teams on the brink of elimination. From last night, we had 4 games that was on. Let's get into the early game they had going. The Toronto Raptors and the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee had the Raptors down 0-2. Now the series is tied up at 2-2 because they got more help from other guys. They got points from Norman Powell, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. That was pretty huge. But one thing I do take away from the Toronto Raptors starting lineup is DeMarre Carroll. Like I'm keep saying it, expressing it. A guy with a 4-year deal contract, almost like 60 something plus $1 million, to play 18 some minutes last night to only give you 2 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 for 6 from the field. That's not cutting it. I mean, even though they got the win, but he's doing this and win and loses. So what are they benefiting from him? Who is he locking down? Because he's not defending nobody. Because the person he's guarding is still giving up. He's still giving up 14 or 15 plus points per game in the playoffs. So what can we get from him besides 2 points, 4 points, or 6 points? That is not enough from him. Serge Ibaka, he had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks. I feel like more that Serge Ibaka should be more than 10 points, at least give you more than 8 rebounds. Yeah, 3 blocks, that's fine. But come on, guys. Because he still want to go outside and shoot threes. The big man in today's NBA don't want to bang. They want to go outside and shoot the long ball. I'm gonna keep stressing it till I turn blue and purple in the face. Let the guard play handle the outside perimeter shots. You guys worry about the interior. Let them guys worry about the exterior. You worry about the interior. Serge Ibaka 10 points, 8 rebounds. Even though you guys won, you should have did more. DeMar DeRozan was held scoreless last game. Come back on a stronger game. 33 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Them 4 steals is key. Little things get you going. Going to the hole, going to the cup. Kyle Lowry came out more aggressive with his 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. The sad part about it, the bench only scored 12 points, and them 12 points came from Jonas Valanciunas. So, can we get some more bench players to score? What really to me that really hurt the Toronto Raptors when they got rid of Terrence Ross. Yes, it's weird for me saying it. Yeah, I know in the playoffs Terrence Ross at least gonna get 10. So imagine you had him coming off the bench with Valanciunas. That's 22 points right there, at least off the bench. So that's where they hurting that. They really have Kojo, nowhere to be found, aka Corey Joseph. We need to see more of him too as well. If you want to get over the hump. Now we have a ball game. Like I said, it's a best of 5 series now. Series tied 2-2. Who's gonna win this pivotal game 5? Who will win this game 5 gonna win the series. So this remember I said that's key. Who will win game 5 is going to win the series. This series might just go to 7. 6 if we lucky. The Milwaukee Bucks came. I don't think they came to play. A little sluggish. Um, they I thought I was gonna see more. Of course, Chris Middleton did what he did. He had his 10 points, 11 rebounds, playing huge minutes. You know, Giannis gonna do what Giannis do. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists with the 2 steals and 2 blocks. I figure if they was gonna win, Giannis would have to score at least 25 plus just for him to get the win. When he's playing more aggressive on the other end, because it make the other team on the defensive end commit to him a lot. Now he's so long and athletic and the freak that he is, he can go to the hole anytime he wants to. So he will, trust me, game 5, he will put more pressure on the defense to guard him so they can get more open shots. Thon Maker, 7 points, 4 rebounds. He could have did more too. Like I said, 7 foot some guy. Another guy who want to shoot threes at 7 feet tall. That's not your game. Go inside and beat the paint up, man. These guys don't want to get dirty. Go ahead, take a scratch, take a speed now. I'm not watching some old NBA clips on final clips or playoff clips when Scottie Pippen had a nasty speed now on his forehead when he was playing for the Chicago Bulls. And you know, he was going in and getting it dirty. Once he figured his outside game was working, he was going inside. He went inside and got a speed knot. And with that speed knot came a victory. A lot of these guys don't want speed knots. They don't want them victories. Tony Snell played a great game. 19 points and 4 rebounds. The only person that been slacking the last couple of games when they winning is Malcolm Brogdon, the rookie. He has a game when they're winning, he at least scores 12 points. I haven't seen that in these losses. 2 points here tonight with the 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and the other loss he had the other night, he only scored 4 points. So when he's more involved and being more aggressive on that offensive end, that's when the Milwaukee Bucks are their most dangerous. Like they had 24 bench points last night. What hurt them when they had 20 turnovers. You can't win when you had 20 turnovers. So you have to do other things. Take care of the ball, the offensive end. Stop making careless passes and take your time. Stop playing like the gym room was on fire. Take your time, slow the game down. Let the Raptors play your speed. Now, guess what? Now you're playing the Raptors speed. They want you to play their speed so they can get down the court, make quick baskets. That's how they won the game, folks. And they tied that series up 2-2, and Game 5 will be played at Toronto. And before I get into the other games, just let you know, we got 4 games that's on today. At 1 o'clock, looking for the Cavaliers to play the Indiana Pacers. Will the Pacers win one, or will the Cavaliers sweep them again? You got the Houston Rockets playing the OKC Thunder at 3:30 in OKC. Can OKC tie the series up, or will James Harden have something to say about that, about him missing that game when he shot the other night? The third game, that game would be at 6:30 p.m. That game will be played on TNT. That's the Chicago Bulls playing the Boston Celtics. We have a series now. I'm looking for the Bulls to come out with this win. And the last game of the evening at 9 o'clock on TNT, the Clippers would take on the Utah Jazz without Blake Griffin. When Blake Griffin's in the lineup, he's a plus 45 differential in points. Without Blake Griffin, the Utah Jazz are a plus 2. And hopefully we can see a sighting of Rudy Gobert. If they get Rudy Gobert back tonight, this series will be tied up 2-2. So we're going to see how the Clippers play without Blake Griffin. Around this time, Blake Griffin is injury prone a lot around this time. So they need him if they want to get over that hump. When you think the Clippers about to go through that door shuts right back on them. They cannot get through. So we talk about them games tomorrow morning. I want to get back into this Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards. The Wizards, I watched that game too. The Wizards got smoked. And the sad part about it, Dwight Howard still having a good game. Otto Porter Jr., 7 points, 2 rebounds. What hurt them? Markieff Morris only had 9 points, 6 rebounds. When they're winning, he at least had about 16. Bradley Beal shot awful. 6 for 20 from the field. Only 12 points and 5 rebounds. One thing about Bradley Beal, he's going to keep shooting the 3 ball if he have a bad night or a good night. Somebody has to pull the young Bradley Beal guy to the side. Like, hey, Brad, we know you're not hitting no threes. Attack the hole. Get the easy shots. Make the referees blow the whistle. Make the referees blow the whistle on you on that offensive end of the court. Stop settling for the long ball. If it's not working, get the teammates involved. Get the Otto Porters involved. The Brandon Jennisons, the Staloronskis. You out there playing hero ball. When you play hero ball, that's what that look like. You go 6 for 20. John Wall. You know what he be doing. He be doing this. That boy, or should I say that grown man right there, play lights out. He's hungry. He want the league to let the league know, put the league on notice that he's right there. He's not getting that look because they don't get that much televised games. He should be an MVP candidate. Yeah, it's because he plays for a small market team. We know that. We know the teams on the MVP, some of them play in big market cities. But John Wall, 29 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. He be putting that team on his back. And he improved on his jump shot. A lot of critics said come out of Kentucky. One thing he need to work on is to work on his jump shot and ball handling skills and turnover ratio. He's doing all that. It's crazy that John Wall is still not getting mentioned in MVP candidates. Just remember, before this all happened, they was a 3rd seed. Easily put on the show. They did go like undefeated, I want to say in January. I want to say won 13-0. That's MVP caliber type team basketball with a guy as your leader, John Wall, being more vocal, being more outspoken, taking over the leadership role. That's what Paul Pierce instilled into John Wall. I noticed that watching the games. He's getting his guys together, talking things over. Let's do this, do that. You go here, I got you. You gotta trust me, and I trust you. If he don't trust them, he's gonna take more shots. You can tell the trust is there because everybody started eating more. Brandon Jennings played a huge minute off the bench, which was a nice signing for them when the New York Knicks waived him. 13 points, 4 assists. Bogdanovich had 11 points, 7 assists. If Otto Porter, I feel like can't get it going, what Scotty Brooks need to do, I would sit Otto Porter Jr. and put in Bogdanovich in the starting lineup. Put in Boban Bogdanovich. Put him in. You would have a different feel. So we know the series. The Wizards winning 2-1. If you put him in the lineup and put Otto Porter Jr. on the bench, that's going to get rolling. He can score. He's a flat out scorer. So you got it. I would put Otto Porter straight to the bench and put in what's his name, Bogdanovich. That's easily, and they had 39 points off the bench. So it's best imagine you put him in the lineup with his 11 points. You're probably talking about a different ball game, but we know. Let's shift over right to the Atlanta Hawks. But one thing we know about those type of teams, when you play at home, the momentum shift. Taurean Prince is coming on strong. He finished the season off strong. Now he's taking that same effort and poise and confidence into the playoffs. Guys had 16 points, 4 rebounds, playing huge. Paul Millsap, you know he's gonna come out because he ain't like the way they lost them first 2 games on the road. You knew he's gonna come out in front of the fans, put on the show, 29 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. And the crazy thing, I'm watching these games unfold. When the Hawks won that game, Markieff Morris said that Paul Millsap is a crybaby. And the one thing I like playoff trash talk, and I like what Paul Millsap told him. Why don't you go cry about it in your hotel room? So I like this type of stuff that gets you in tune. You want to watch the Nets game in Game 4. And I'm picking the Hawks to win this Game 4 to even that series up. Dwight Howard. All that money they paid for you. Was he worth that big contract? No. The reason I'm saying he's not worth that contract, in these playoffs, Dwight Howard's probably averaged at least, 6.5 points. 5 points, 11 rebounds, and a block. All this for 21 minutes. 5 points, 11 rebounds. I guarantee you. And I'm living in Charlotte, North Carolina. By the way, Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I can go anywhere in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I guarantee I can go anywhere in Atlanta, Georgia. And I can find me somebody that's 6'11" that can put up more points than that. And I mean, yeah, they won. But Dwight Howard's not showing no effort on the offensive end of the floor he wanted to score. He's not. He's not at all. You would be better putting in Chris Humphries playing the center spot. Or Muscala. Dwight, you're not getting nothing from Dwight Howard. This is pitiful. I don't want to go Stephen A, but that is blasphemy, straight pitiful. 5 points, 11 rebounds, not getting the job done. Yes, the Hawks won. The Hawks should be winning this series, honestly, 3-0 if Dwight Howard can at least give you 18 and 12. But he's getting you 5 and 11. And that's what they paying big bucks for. I would sit Dwight Howard down, break him off the bench, and I would definitely put in Muscala or Chris Humphries, who don't give you more than that. He's not showing me nothing on offensive end of the floor. That is terrible. But people say he considered a Hall of Famer. That ain't even Hall of Fame stat playoff numbers. And I'm being straight honest. And that pissed me off the way he's playing like that. And then people talk about his back. Man, this the playoffs, man. Everybody's hurt around this time. All the games, 82 games. And he talking about he hurt, his back hurt. Everybody's hurting. Somebody got a sprained toe, elbow, bruised elbows, shin splints. I don't want to hear that. Man, Dwight Howard soft. Capital S-O-F-T. Soft. Tim Hardaway Jr., 8 points, 2 assists. We need to see more from him because we know he's a flat-out shooter. But the one thing you can't take away from, he did play defense on certain things. Now, I'm not mad at that. Dennis Schroeder, I'm looking at 27 points. Finally showed up because John Wall is owning him right now in this series. He is owning him right now in this series. 27 points for Dennis Schroeder, 2 rebounds, and 9 assists. I like the assist part because it lets you know you believe in your teammates and you feed your teammates the ball. Let them know what, I had a bad game, but for us to win this game, I got to get this guy involved. I got to get this man involved. I definitely got to get this brother involved. So that's what he did. Bench points, they had 31 points. They got outscored by the Washington Wizards bench. The Washington Wizards bench by 8 points, 39 to 31. But the one thing that hurt Washington Wizards, like I said, in this series, as I'm going back and looking over stuff, they shot 24% from the 3-point line. You're not gonna beat a team like that shooting 24% from the 3-point line. Another reason why the Wizards lost, they committed 28 fouls. That's a lot of fouls. That's a lot of points from the free throw line too. That's what opened the game up more too. That means when they committed 28 fouls against the Hawks, that means the Atlanta Hawks was being more aggressive when they go into the hole. Next game, the Spurs and Grizzlies. Ooh, that was a game. Because I said if in my other segment, I said if the Grizzlies want to win, they got to win these 2 games at home. That's why it's called the Grindhouse. In them last 2 games, they grinded them out at their house. Let's talk about Kawhi Leonard. 43 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 steals. And this is why he's part of the MVP candidate talk. He was 7 from 10 from the 3-point line, 8 from 8 from the free throw line. MVP numbers. He is 41 of 41 from the free throw line in this first round of playoffs. And he is shooting 100%. I don't want to jinx that guy. He is shooting 100%. When I'm watching the game, do he even breathe on defense? Do he even breathe on offense? He got the same face every time. I don't even see the guy sweat. Only thing that see might be a little frizzy is his braids. His braids might be a little frizzy and sweaty, but I don't think this guy sweat. This guy is not human. Like I said, I knew this. I think somebody be watching these shows. If you do, man, shout out to everybody that's watching this. I appreciate the subscriber love and the fan love. Without you guys, I would probably not be sitting here doing this day in and day out. Back to this game. So Popovich sat down Dwayne Dedmon. I said, if you sit down Dwayne Dedmon and put in David Lee, he would give you more points and more rebounds, which he did with his 8 points, 5 rebounds. Even though it wasn't much, it was still the effort because he can run down the floor. He's not committing that many fouls like a Dwayne Dedmon is. Danny Green, 2 for 6 on the 3-point line, 5 points. What I would do if I was Pop, I would go with a different route. I'd sit Danny Green down, switch it up, put either a Deontay Murray in there or Kyle Anderson. Switch it up. Tony Parker played great. He had 22 points. He had 22 points. Great, being efficient. Sometimes he looks slow out there, but for some reason last night he could not keep up with Mike Conley. Mike Conley had about 6 floaters that I counted that game. 6 of them. And one thing else, Tony Parker's getting old. They down. It's 2-2. Put in Patty Mills. Insert him to the lineup. Let's go to LaMarcus Aldridge. He was in Portland in the playoffs, easily averaging about 25 and 10. He get to the Spurs, he disappeared. He's playing soft. He's not playing LaMarcus Aldridge basketball. I need to see that Portland Trailblazers LaMarcus Aldridge. I need to see that. I'm not seeing that every night. 2 rebounds. That dude's 6'11". 2 rebounds. I don't know. Like I said, all the power forward centers want to shoot threes now. We don't need to see that from you, LaMarcus. You got on Tim Duncan's number reverse. You wearing 12, Tim Duncan wearing 21. Tim Duncan's a Hall of Famer. He retired. I know he came there to win a championship. But if you want to win a championship, you got to give me A+ effort. You can't give me this C effort. That's average. You playing like the average power forward in the league now. You need to be more vicious on the offensive end and definitely on the defensive end. You need to be hungry. Cause Zebo in the lineup and he's out there working out. He had 12 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double. And you tell me you can't get no rebounds over Zach Randolph? He only can jump off the ground about 3 inches, baby. You got to get the ball, LaMarcus. You ain't putting that fight in. You got to play hungry. You're not playing hungry. You just out there going through the emotions. We got this. We get to win. No. When Kawhi Leonard scored 43, You need to back him up with at least 31 points if you want to win. He carried the team in the fourth quarter in overtime. Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. He did that. Another reason why y'all lost. Y'all shot 30% from the three-point line. And y'all had 17 bench points. And you got out-rebounded 51-37. Rebounds are extra points. There's nobody on the glass. Nobody on your team has 10 rebounds. None at all. The Grizzlies has 2 players that have 10 plus rebounds. And the guard had 9. So I'm going to get to the Memphis Grizzlies. That team played big. Like Dave Fizdale said, I'm not going to get out-rooked. And he's right now, he's not right now. Got a game plan. James Ennis. I said if they put what's name on the bench, JaMychal Green, you would be faster. I love they put James Ennis in. Got 7 points from him. Got 5 rebounds in the block. He was more involved, hyper, intense, was ready for the moment. Yeah. He was ready. Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge only had 13 points, but James Ennis had 7. So, now taking that away, Zach Randolph, ever since they put him in the lineup in the playoffs right now, I said 2-0. We know how the Grizzlies play. We know they can come back and beat you. So now they won 2 in a row. Now they got the confidence of going into San Antonio, which they haven't won again. They only won in 10 there. So now things are turning. So now Zach Randolph in the lineup. Let's get the win. Let's get these wins. Because your playoff window is closing with the Grizzlies. That core been together for almost like 6 years. Their window is closing, so they got to start somewhere now. Now, tip my hat off to David Fizdale, the coach of the Grizzlies, by put him in there. And that what he did might be him candidate for Coach of the Year. There's so many coaches of the year. Mine is the Utah Jazz coach, Quinn Snyder. Marc Gasol. Man, was he big. 13 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, but not only with his 13th point, it was the game-winning shot, too, with 0.7 seconds left. And he put that boy up nice with a little smirk. They wouldn't be there without Mike Conley in overtime when he hit his little floater to tie the game up. These I said, big-time players make big-time plays all the time. Vince Carter. Last game, I think Vince Carter only had 4 points. This game, he followed that game up with 13 points. Played huge minutes, made key shots. Was out there. He had his little dunk, hit a 3. You know how he be revving up and go out like that. Once he did that, and Zach Randolph and them was going early, and the way they started off the game, I knew this was going to be a good game and a roller coaster ride. But the way Kawhi Leonard kept, they shoot a 3, Kawhi hit 1. They hit a 3, Kawhi hit 1. He hit anybody score a 2 points for the Grizzlies. Kawhi Leonard hit 2. He would not go away. He's like a fly at a barbecue. He's going to keep flying around until he lands on that meat, on them barbecue chicken wings, or them ribs. He smell it. He's going to keep coming. He's going to keep coming. And the one thing I like, there's no reason. Normally, when a team had 22 turnovers, as in the Memphis Grizzlies, they were supposed to lose that game because the Spurs only committed 9 turnovers, but the Grizzlies committed 22. But the reason why they won, Mike Conley, he should be an all-star. He should have been an all-star the last 3 years in a row. 35 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Mike Conley, highest paid point guard in the NBA. 5-year deal, $153 million. And that's the reason why they paid him $153 million. Because that's what they did last night on the floor as a team. Harrison, with a key block, pinned Tony Parker on the glass. Or Patty Mills on the glass. To get that ball. That was a momentum changer right there. He came off the bench big. With 7 points. Troy Daniels hit 2. Not 1, but 2 clutch threes when they need him the most. And that's how you get wins like that. The other guys step up. Because last game, Troy Daniels played 8 minutes with no points, but like 1 assist. When you score, The other people scoring, it gets the bench going. And I love that right there, how that happened. Let's get into the fourth game of this quadruple header. I want to sit back and let's talk about the Portland Trailblazers. Evan Turner, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. Play a hell of a game. A great game. I love the way he played. Mo Harkless, where you go, man? He was absent. 18 minutes. 1 point. That's a free throw point. 1 rebound. 1 assist. Why? Because Draymond Green was going to work on you. 1 point. You wasn't being aggressive. Normally you play aggressive. And you didn't play aggressive at all last night. Nurkic, 2 points and 11 rebounds and 4 assists coming back off the leg injury. Yeah, he's getting back. That was his first game back. So I'm not going to criticize him that much. But he did have 11 rebounds and 4 assists. But he should have more. He should have at least. I feel like if they would have won, he had to score 10 points. He's a difference maker. C.J. McCollum doing it again. 32 points, 6 rebounds. The boys is on fire. They came out. I thought they had the game won. They was up by 16 points. And with mess Portland up, they should have slowed the game down more once they had that lead going into the fourth quarter. Started committing a lot of fouls, turned the ball over, and took a lot of threes. You're not going to beat Golden State like that. You have to play if you want to beat Golden State, run your offense. Go to the hole. Try to make the referee blow the whistle. That's the way you got to beat them. Because when you miss, here come that long pass down the court. Either Clay going to hit it, shoot that 3, or Steph going to get it, or Draymond's going right to the rack. Damian Lillard with 31 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Now, Al-Farouq Aminu, 14 points, 9 rebounds. That is great off the bench. Real good. Noah Vonleh plays better when he's off the bench. 10.7 rebounds. The bench had 30 points. So out of the people that scored 30 points on the bench, 2 of them had 10 and 14. That was Vonleh and Aminu. And the crazy thing about that game last night, about the Blazers out-rebounded Golden State 52-42. You would think they would have won. But like I said, in that fourth quarter, too many turnovers. Portland had 16 turnovers to the Warriors 7. You're not going to beat a team like that. Yeah, the Grizzlies committed 22 and the Spurs had 9, but the Grizzlies won. That's a different built team. But this team, the Portland Trailblazers team is young. They need that another score. Because every night in the playoffs, these guys have been 30 plus. We need another person at least to come out there and at least give you 18. So they got, what's his name, 17, Evan Turner, but he's so streaky. Next game, he might end up with 8. That's how the playoff basketball goes. And the Golden State Warriors, they was down. Draymond Green, I'll say it again. He is the gas to the team's Lamborghini. With no gas, that Lamborghini's not moving. That's what Draymond Green is. Call it like how I see it. And they bench played terrific. The Golden State Warriors bench. JaVale McGee, 14 points, 4 rebounds, running down the floor, catching oops, getting rebounds. Andre Iguodala, 16 points, 7 rebounds. You're going to get this stuff from these guys. These guys want to win. They hungry. Steph Curry, he was 5 from 14 from the three-point line, but he managed to still put up 34 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. Key. I'm not worried about the points. I love the assist part because you're getting your teammates involved. It's not just about you all the time. Clay with 24 points, 2 rebounds. He was 4 for 9 for the three-point line. I would sit Zaza Pachulia down. You're not getting nothing from him. He had 0 points, 5 rebounds. Last game he had 2. You're not getting nothing from Zaza. I would definitely put in JaVale McGee if he's going to give you that every night. Definitely put him in. You have to. You're getting more from them. They hungry. JaVale McGee got something to prove because, Shaq be making fun of him on Shaq and the Fool. But that's just territorial. Guys will never understand why Shaq is making fun of them. Them 2 guys, JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. Yeah, he's making fun of him, but at the same time, in his eyes, Shaq is saying, you guys got so much potential to be better than what you're doing now. So just take that today, fellas and women that's watching this, or kids. That's food for thought. Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, Shaq sees something in you that you guys do not see. That's the reason why Shaq probably make fun of you guys. I'm Shaq the Fool. It's always y'all every year, y'all too, because he know y'all got better potential than this. That's coming from me. I'm not a Hall of Famer, but that's another. In any other words, a Hall of Famer is saying you guys is way better than that. Patrick McCaw played crazy. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals in the block. That's a great game for the second year, man. Great game. Draymond Green, I made it off like this. I ain't gonna say no more. The gas of the Lamborghini, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 6 blocks. Right there, game changer. Who knows? They saying Kevin Durant is out. It's questionable for game 4. Me personally, with that strained calf muscle, it ain't the calf muscle. I think it's more of his knee than anything. So I think it's the knee again. It's acting up. So they're not gonna rush him back, because they rush him back, his knee would do the same thing how Kyrie Irving knee cracked on his a couple years back in the NBA Finals. So with that being said, you know who I am. Subscribe to the page on YouTube channel at TAE_WIGGS. That's Tay Wiggs. And follow me on Twitter at TAE_WIGGS. That's Tay Wiggs.